What is good, people? We are back again. We are back again talking USA basketball, talking talking USA basketball. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I have a lot of stuff I want us to discuss today. Obviously, shout out to USA basketball. Two gold medals for the men and the women's teams collectively. Much love to them. We're going to be talking about both things, obviously mainly the men, but I'll touch on the women at the end. You feel me? But I want to give a big shout out to both teams. It was exciting basketball. Much love to everybody. We're gonna break everything down, man. USA basketball. First thing I want to say, that was the most entertaining basketball of the year. No, that was more entertaining than the finals. I'm gonna be real. The last couple, the last, like, what is it, 10 days, 2 weeks? I don't know how long they've been in France. I don't know if it's been that long, but it's been so damn entertaining, bro. Like, seeing Bron, Steph, KD, Book, Embiid, Tate, like all these players hoop together. And it's not like an all-star game where they're not trying, like they're actually putting in effort. You feel me? It was so fun to watch, especially the last two games. Shout out to Serbia, shout out to France for the men. They put on a ridiculous. They both showed very well for themselves. Obviously, Jokic is arguably the best player in basketball. I think most people would say he's the best player in basketball. Fought a valiant fight, came up short in the end, and then Wemby had a really good game versus the U.S. in the final. Just came up short. You feel me? But the level of hoop and the level of big shot making that we saw was just so fun, bro. Like, this is like, it made me feel like a kid again, seeing all my favorite, like the people I grew up watching hoop. Like, the Bron, KD, Steph era is essentially my childhood. Like, that is essentially like my childhood going into, like, obviously I was born in 95. So like I started with Kobe, Shaq, right? Kobe, Shaq, AI, Vince. Like, that's like my earliest memories. You feel me? Like, of my earliest memories of basketball. And then you go into the Bron, the Bron, D Wade, CP, and then KD pulls up, that era, you feel me? And Steph, like, so seeing them like as older players, like they're past their prime. Maybe Steph's not. Steph feels like he's just the same player, but like KD and Brown are clearly not the same players, even though they're still great. They're still amazing players, but they're nowhere near the same players. But they were the leaders of the team, and it was dope to see. Like, it was actually very, very dope to see. Hold up, let me go in present mode real quick. Like, shout out to literally, this is the golden three, and apparently they want to be called the Avengers. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Shout out the Avengers, because boy, they put on a show. The final was like, it was just great. It was just great. It was just great view. It was great viewing for the public. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a great time. Like, it was a great thing to watch. Let me see if I can pull up something real quick. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah. Oh no. We don't want sound. We don't want none of that. Can we get a box score? Yeah, that's what I want. But guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You feel me? Show some love. Show some love to the channel. You feel me? But yeah, okay, here we go. I'll pull that up later. But yeah, no, make sure to show some love to the channel. You feel me? Hit the like button as always. Hit the subscribe button. It really helps out. Really helps out the channel if you didn't know. So yeah, we're pushing for 500, baby. Back to the golden generation, man. Steph in that final, bro. Steph in that final was absolutely unconscious. Like, if anybody who's been watching the earlier stages of the Olympics, Steph really struggled for a majority of the Olympics. He didn't have his magnum opus moment. Like, he was kind of just, especially, I mean, he still gave effort, in other areas, but his shot wasn't falling, even though it's closer to the FIBA 3-point line is shorter, but he wasn't hitting. And then the last two games against Serbia, and then in this final, bro, absolutely unconscious. I think he went 8 for 13 from 3 in the final. And the flurry he went on, with, like, in the last 5 minutes, bro, where he just went unconscious. There was one shot, I think the best shot maybe one of the greatest shots he's ever hit, where he shot over two people, right? Just all over bro, he was unreal. If there was a finals MVP, he would have gotten it. You feel me? If there was a finals MVP, or like JB won the conference finals MVP and finals MVP, that's kind of what happened. Like, he was the conference finals MVP and the finals MVP. Bron was clearly the MVP. You feel me, of the whole tournament. But, like, it's just crazy to think about. Like, look at, like, USA. Shout out KD. We're gonna talk about KD, but the big three, bro. Like, these were the literally scorers. Steph with 15 a game, Bron 14, KD 14. They were the ones they were the driving force. You maybe think there's a world where, because of the young players like Ant, Book, Tatum, like, these guys are like, have been recently been to NBA finals. Like, obviously Book's been a couple years, but, like, you feel me? Like, Ant was in the conference final. Jason Tatum was in the conference final. Halliburton was in the conference final. Like, obviously we knew Halliburton wasn't playing, but I'm just trying to make a point. Like, they could be well within the rights to feel like, oh, we should be playing, but everyone knew what the pecking order was. It's these three, and they're still that good to garner that respect from these young and up and coming players in their prime that are not trying to take a backseat, but they have to defer when they see greatness. You feel me? It's just a fact. You got to defer when you see greatness. Like, you got to defer when you see greatness. But MVP for LeBron James, and well-deserved in my opinion. Well-deserved in my opinion. He was brilliant the whole tournament. The whole tournament, bro. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers, bro. At 39 years old. This, like, bro, these numbers are crazy. Wait, I don't even know if these numbers are correct, but are these numbers correct? Hold up. Let me not go down. You never know what's in those comments. I better be careful. Yeah, but it's just crazy longevity. It's very impressive. I think that 17 number is wrong, but the assists and rebounds, let's see if I can find the right number. Yeah, it was actually, for this go around, it was 14, 8, 7, and 8. Yeah, that's the correct. These are his numbers. Yeah, so this is wrong. Let me X that out. But yeah. Oh, speaking of, this is hilarious. How many goals you got? KD. Shout out to KD for being America's greatest Olympian ever, because that is what he is now, as it currently stands. He surpassed he broke both records for men and women in terms of points, total points in Olympic tournaments. Passed Lisa Leslie, and he also passed Carmelo Anthony. This Olympics, he got his 4th gold, the most in men's history, which is absolutely fantastic. 2012, 16, 2024, he's been a regular since he started this journey. You feel me? And he is the Slim Reaper. He is a cold, easy money sniper. Like, Every superlative you can give to KD after, like, he's such a great basketball player, bro. And I like to see him get his flowers. DMV product, by the way. So shout out to him. You know, the DMV really showed out on the Olympics this season. Like, it was fun. You know, it was good to see KD just like be in his element around the dudes. And like, here's the thing with KD is like, he is the most easy to fit superstar ever. Like, you could drop KD into any team and he fits. That's not, most superstars are not like that. Like, most superstars you can't just drop them anywhere and it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pieces have to fit together, all that stuff. And he just, whatever role he served when he came off the bench and he started in the final, like, he is a dog, bro. Like, he set the tone early in this tournament. He set the tone real early in the first couple of games. He hit some big shots. I think he was the first one to get a 20 bomb this tournament. You feel me? Just big shots, you know, time and time again off the bench. When things needed to get calmed down against Serbia, he hit a big shot. You feel me? Like, he's just a great basketball player, and I'm really happy to see him get his flowers, man. This was hilarious. First of all, Tyrese, this was funny as hell. When you get an 8, when you ain't do nothing on the group project, but you still get an 8, that is hilarious, bro. Hey, I love the fact that, like, he took it real well that he didn't play. I you know, obviously he's kind of low on the pecking order, even though he just got to a conference final. Like, he's been, as it currently stands, only, you know, Luka, JT, and JB, and who else? Ant-Man can really talk in terms of like how far they've been, you know, but he played the cheerleader role when he came in, did what he was supposed to do, but you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You know, somebody has to sacrifice, and you know, shout out to Halliburton for being willing enough to make that sacrifice. Yeah, this picture is crazy. I just want to point this out. Like, this picture is crazy. Like, Steph Curry. Honestly, does he have a greater clutch moment than this? Like, what is Steph's most clutch moment? Like, what is Steph's most clutch moment? We have a few. There's some. I remember some. You know, a couple big moments, like when they were kind of at the apex, right? But what is his big, like, game winner, right? Like, in a playoff scenario, like a conference final or a, you know, an NBA finals. He obviously has great moments in the conference final, NBA finals, but like as big as this, I don't know, man. This was different. This was all kinds of different, man. Like, this might be his magnum opus, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, this might be, because he's never won a gold. He's kind of in the back end of his career. The Warriors are going nowhere fast. Let's be real; they're not going to be that good next season. And this is just a great way to head into the season. Like, it was just a huge moment. These last two games, Steph Curry was so needed. He was so needed, bro. Like, the shots that he hit were timely buckets. Everyone was a timely bucket, bro, especially against Serbia. He kept us in it against Serbia. This game, he helped us kind of like claw back and then extend the lead when we needed a bit of cushion. Killer, bro. Killer. 5 straight Olympic medals, bro. 5 straight. 2028, 2012, 16, 2024. This team, bro, they showed out. They're one of the greatest Olympic teams we've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. They're one of the greatest Olympic teams we've ever seen. Everybody had like a little moment, man, except for maybe JT, right? Steph had the semifinals. KD had early on, obviously, and he was just relatively consistent. Ant had that 26-point game. Obviously, Tyrese didn't play. Derek, you know, just early on, man, the defense and everything, the shot making in the group phase, I thought it was big. JT, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. Everyone knows what happened with JT. You know, he didn't really have a moment. Embiid semifinals was huge. Bam played a big role against, I think it was South Sudan. LeBron was just LeBron. He was the engine. He was the engine. He was the driving force from start to finish. You feel me? So MVP him. AD just defensively. D Book, bro. D Book was the ultimate role player, bro. In this great team. Like he was amazing, bro. Like 60%. I think he shot like 60% from the field or something crazy like that. Bro, just guarding 94 feet. Like it was shout out to D Book, bro. Cause I remember there was like a tweet that came out where Kuzma was like, hey, USC needs to get guys who are willing to, stars who are willing to play that unselfish role. Da 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 da. Shout out Paul. Shout out my guy Paul. Big up, bro, for the Team USA for the win. Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. Off topic, the MVP is resolved. That's good to know. I knew it would be. I know it would be. But yeah, bro. Also, Drew Holiday, man. I know early in the group phases he was getting a lot of game time. He was a starter. His role kind of rolled back a bit, but he was still a Swiss Army knife. He was still like the sixth man. Like he was still getting a lot of game time and made a lot of timely shots too. So everybody played a role in this team, bro, and it was needed. Everybody was needed. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was needed. It was fun to see, man. This was honestly more fun than anything the NBA season gave us. I'm gonna be real. Anybody disagree with me? Obviously, we had some big moments, right? Like there was some great moments of magic, always littered throughout an NBA season. But in terms of just like core memories, this is going to be a core memory. You feel me? Like this team will be a core memory of like my basketball sports hubris. You feel me? Like great team, bro. Great team. Much love to them. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in 2028. Will Bron be there in 2028? Who knows? Will Bron still be playing 4 years from now? If he is, bro, honestly, I don't know what to say. You're gonna have to. I don't know what to say. Shout out to the ladies, man. The ladies won today. The ladies won today. They are the greatest dynasty in American sports as it currently stands, man. 8 straight golds. The only thing that contends with that is Birds Celtics. That's it. That's literally it. No other dynasty compares. Bill Russell, I believe they won 8 in a row. And I think they won 11 of 13 championships. Bill Russell and those Celtics in like the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like 50s and 60s, I think. So this is the greatest basketball dynasty as it currently stands. So shout out to ladies. It was not easy. I did not watch the whole game. I watched the fourth quarter, but I got a little distracted this morning. But yeah, like they are fantastic. Shout out to them. Major shout out to I'm just giving flowers today, people. I'm giving flowers to a lot of people today. Shout out to one of the GOATs of basketball history, Diana Taurasi. She got her 6th gold medal. Sixth gold medal, the most in Olympic basketball. She's the most decorated Olympian in our country, or not in our country. The most decorated Olympic basketball player in our country with 6. I don't know if anyone's topping that ever again. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's getting to 6. You know what I'm saying? Unless the USA women just keep winning and they never have a slip up right in the next 30 years. Who knows? But shout out to DT, man. She is a GOAT of the game. Had to give her love. We also got to shout out the MVP, Asia Wilson. She is unquestionably the best female basketball player on earth. It's not even honestly, I don't. You got Stewie, you feel me? Stewie's also a dog, but other than that, no one, and maybe what's her name? I don't want to mess up the name. I don't want to mix up the names. I'm mixing up two names in my head, but that's it. She is it. She is a dog, and she had to come up big today, especially in the second half. It was not easy. They barely got through today. They barely won. They won by 1 point today. They were a foot on the line away from going to overtime, type of thing. So, and they needed Asia Wilson. This is Asia Wilson's games in the Olympics, by the way, versus Japan. 24-13-4 versus Belgium, 23-13 versus Germany, 14, 3 steals, 2 blocks versus Nigeria, 20-11 versus Australia, 10-8-4 versus France, 21-13-4. Bro, she's just a dog. She's unstoppable, bro. Like, let's be real. She is unstoppable. She is the best basketball player. She is the best WNBA player that we have. So shout out to her, man. And shout out to the rest of the team. Also, shout out to BG, man. Shout out to BG. This moment touched me, bro, because she went through a lot of shit. She went through a lot over the last couple of years, man. Getting detained in Russia, potentially being there for years and years without a resolution. But she got to get her second gold medal today, and you could just tell, bro. I love when you can see how much it means to somebody, bro. Like, that meant a lot to her. Like, she's probably thinking about everything she went through, bro. Shout out to BG, man. This really touched me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this moment right here, I was like, damn, I felt this. Because she went through a lot. She really went through a lot, you feel me? So, hey, much love, BG, man. You a GOAT. You're a legend. What you've done for the game of basketball, man, the women's game. She's an absolute legend, man. So we gotta give her love. Gotta give her love, man. And there were so many other people, man, who contributed in a big way on this team. Obviously, it's a team laden full of all stars. You feel me? It's just a team laden full of all stars. So, it's congratulations to them. Hopefully, in 4 years, we see Miss Caitlin Clark and Miss Angel Reese on the team. That would be blockbuster. Best believe it. That would be blockbuster. But yeah, man, it's congratulations to them, man. The USA absolutely dominated, specifically the women in the Olympics. I think the women comprise 65% of the gold medals. I heard that today. 65% of the gold medals we're bringing back home, or they're bringing back home, women. So that is extremely impressive, to say the least. Shout out to the ladies, man. They killed it. This was one of the best Olympics ever. Obviously, hoops are fast approaching, bro. The season's fast approaching. NFL's fast approaching. I'm gonna do just for the week, just so you know, this week I'm gonna do an FPL preview. I'm gonna talk FPL. I'm gonna talk a bunch of different things. So yeah, man. I appreciate everyone who watched or will be watching, man. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Follow your boy. You feel me? And we'll talk real soon. All right. Deuces.